Hey, this is Scott Fish. This is a little part of an interview I did last week with drummer Barry Keane, a longtime friend, and he's been playing with Gordon Lightfoot, among others, for 46 years. In March of this year, it will have been 46 years. I will be posting the entire interview with Barry. I wanted to isolate this part of the interview where I asked Barry for his recollections about that great Gordon Lightfoot song, Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, where the drums, especially that intro drum fill, play such a big part in that tune. So here's Barry telling us about the recording of Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Hope you enjoy it. Can we talk about just a handful of the songs and get your memory of what it was like recording those songs and maybe some highlights of the sessions?
For what I can remember, Scott, I'm happy to offer.
Yeah, let me get right.
Okay.
Let's start with Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald and
yeah. Okay. Well, I can give you the Reader's Digest version or the little bit longer version. Which would you prefer?
I personally would prefer the longer version.
Okay. We were rehearsing for an album that I think was going to be called Summertime Dream, and that's what it ended up being called. We rehearsed at Gordon's house in his solarium. We rehearsed for a week. I think it was Monday through Friday. I think it was 5 days. And we had rehearsed 12 or 13, maybe 14 songs for the album. And at the end of each rehearsal, he started strumming this thing in 6/8. And as the week progressed, Gordon would continue to strum this thing, and Pee Wee, the steel player, and Terry, the lead guitar player, worked out parts to go along with the strum. And every time we would start to play along, he would stop us and say, look, this is a song about a shipwreck that just happened in the Great Lakes, and it's not ready yet. It won't be on the album, so don't worry about it. Well, at the end of every rehearsal, he started strumming it, and the guys started playing, and I think Rick may have played a note or two. I didn't. I just kind of sat there and listened. Anyway, we get to the studio, and again, we were booked for exactly a week, 5 days, and we recorded 3 or 4 songs the very first day, which is, in this day and age, that's pretty good. That's pretty productive. At the end of the day, he started strumming this shipwreck song again. The guys started playing. Gord stopped him. We're not doing it. Next day, same thing happened. Third day, the same thing happened. Now we're into the 4th day, which is the Thursday. We had recorded 3 or 4 songs every day. We're kind of out of songs. So by midday Thursday, Gord said, okay, we're done. The engineer, Kenny Friesen, got on the talkback and said, what about that shipwreck song? And Gord said, it's not ready. And Kenny said, look, we got the studio booked. Why don't you put it down on tape? Mm-hmm. And I swear, Scott, this is an honest story. Gord said, okay, Terry and Pee Wee played that part you did, and Rick, play some bass, something like that. And I said, Gord, when do you want me to come in? And he said, I'll give you a nod. Okay. So Gord started playing. The guys played the parts they had worked out. Gord gave me a nod around the 3rd verse. I did a drum fill and came in and played. We all played what we felt, and we played to the end of the song. We'd never heard the song. First time we'd heard the song. And we finished, and it was actually pretty darn good. And Gord said, okay, we're done. And Gord said, you know what? Why don't we come in tomorrow and try to do this thing right? So we came in on the Friday, which was the last day. We tried to re-record what we had done, and it wasn't as good as what we had done, Scott. And the honest truth is, the first take the first time we'd ever played the song is the record.
Wow.
That is the record, the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Wow.
Yeah. How's that for a story?